Money, we're going to Super Bowl. Shit. Oh. Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. Now, today in this video, I want to talk about the Eagles wide receiver position. Now, today, Saturday, it seems very slow. It's very slow after all the movement that we saw yesterday from teams, especially the Browns, which I will talk about in another video dealing with Nick Foles. But in this video, I want to speak on the wide receiver position because the Eagles traded Torrey Smith to the Carolina Panthers yesterday, and I was shocked, to be honest with you, that they even was able to move him because I thought teams would have just waited for him to get cut, that kind of thing. But they got a defensive back in return, and I'm glad that they did that. But there's a giant hole sitting on that other side. There's a giant hole that we have to fill. And who are we going to fill it with, and what kind of player should it be? Now, I have a few names that I would like. I'm going to give you basically my top 3 or 4 guys in order of who I'd like to see. Now, for me, I think the key to the Eagles' offense getting better is to add more explosion. I want to see more game breakers, more dynamic players. I want a burner. I want a burner in that number 2 spot who can scare the hell out of defenses, that really, forces the defenses to worry about him, that opens it up more for Alshon, and takes advantage of Carson Wentz, cannon arm, boom. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Eagles need. Now, we don't have a lot of money, to go out and get the best receivers on the market, that kind of thing. Maybe. But the first guy and my number 1 priority, if I had a choice in this situation, would be this. I would go after Martavis Bryant. Now, some people say, oh, they're not going to trade him, they're not going to shop him. I don't agree. I don't believe that. I think they are. I think they're waiting closer to the draft. I think they think if they wait, the market dries up, they'll get more value for him. And I would make a play for him. He's $705,000 salary cap next year. He would fit in that number 2 spot. He's faster than Torrey Smith. I think he's way better than Torrey Smith. And I think he would make this offense crazy scary. Crazy scary. Now, some of you may say he's a horrible locker room guy. He may be a cancer in the locker room. To you, I say this. There's always a possibility. But here's the thing. This is a Super Bowl winning team with a great locker room. I don't believe a Martavis Bryant or anybody else is going to come in and make this offense or make this locker room cancerous. I don't believe that he would have that impact on them. I think he would fall in line and he would do what he's supposed to do and shut his mouth and all that kind of stuff. Secondly, he's in a contract year. If he doesn't get it right this year, he's done. He's done. He has a lot of millions and millions of dollars on the line to go out and be on his best behavior, show that he can play with the team, not give anybody any crap. So I would look to try to get Martavis Bryant. Howie Roseman likes to do this. He likes to get guys still in their rookie contract, and it would be a way for the Eagles to save cap money, and their offense would be improved. It would be dramatically improved. So he's my number 1 guy that I'd like. The number 2 guy I would like the Eagles to take a chance on and try to bring in, I know probably isn't going to happen. I don't think that it's likely, but I would try to make it work anyways. And, maybe this guy, you can sit there and you can say, you know what, you didn't get a lot of offers, you didn't get maximum value on the open market. Why don't you come here and show what you can do for 1 year, like they did with Alshon? And that is Sammy Watkins. If the Eagles can somehow get Sammy Watkins on like a prove-it deal, 1-year deal type thing, and get him in and put him on that number 2, he may flourish, and he may scare the hell out of teams in the league having to deal with him and Alshon. Now, he didn't have the greatest year with the Rams. Is that just because he's not that good? Is he never going to live up to his potential? I don't know. Sean McVay is a great coach. He didn't get a lot out of him, but he also traded him, late in the preseason, that kind of thing. What if Doug Peterson, and I trust Doug Peterson and what they did with Nelson Aguilar. What if they can get this guy to play to his potential? They could get him in for 1 year somehow and do it. Now, it's very hard because the Eagles don't have the money. But if some situation arises where Watkins ain't getting the prime time top dollar that he wants, then I would go for it if I had a chance. Very unlikely that this is going to happen, but I think it would be interesting nonetheless. Now, another guy that I think is a real possibility, and I would take a chance with him, is Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin, as you guys have known, been reports saying he would like to play with the Eagles or Houston. Now, his speed is ridiculous. Okay, now he's been under Jeff Fisher for many years of his career, and to me, Nick Foles was under Jeff Fisher, and you saw what Nick Foles could do when you give him a real coach with real offensive, capabilities. So I would take a shot on Tavon Austin. I don't know if they like him on that outside or not, but I would like him for not only the speed that he brings, which would be really scary, he also can return kicks. So Tavon Austin, to me, would give you two threats, that you need dramatically. And I think he would be a great guy, and he's probably not going to be too much money. I think this guy's got a lot of talent in him. Whether the Eagles can get it out, that's a whole nother thing. So he would definitely be my third choice. And then my fourth choice would be Paul Richardson. Paul Richardson of the Seahawks. He's a fantastic deep threat. Fantastic deep threat. Very fast, very talented. I don't know if he can do the other things besides run those deep routes, but I would take a shot at him on that outside. Because like I said, you want somebody to scare defenses that have to play you back and really open up things for Alshon on the other side. And that's what you want. So I would take a chance with him for the right price. I don't know what he's going to get paid. I have a feeling he's going to get paid more money than some other guys, or what you think, because he's young and talented. But I would like him also. So those are basically the four guys I would not mind having. Now, there's other guys you may take shots on. I don't know. Do you take a shot if he's real cheap, Terrell Pryor? I don't know. I mean, we saw what he did in Cleveland. He had a bad year with Washington, but maybe he's real cheap. I don't know. So there's things. These things are going to be interesting. And you also have Mack Hollins. Does Mack Hollins go to the outside? That is possible too. If the Eagles feel that he can play it, I'm willing to give him a chance. But if I have a choice in the order of the guys that I could have play, it would be Martavis Bryant first, followed by Sammy Watkins, if at all possible, then Tavon Austin, Paul Richardson. With that said, it's going to be interesting to see what the Eagles do for sure. Take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.